Stop, and I hand over to, who do I hand back over to Andrew, who's going to talk about some much more funny artistic things. Thank you.
First of all, it's going to be Leigh Stops, who's Marketing Director at Watermans, talking around the arts, leisure and cultural recommendations.
Sounds a bit selfish, doesn't it? It got me to stand up and the first word you see is Watermans. Again, I think this was another aspect of the programme. I think fairly thoroughly gone into. It was a combination of talking to local people, there were some focus groups. I think again also the recommendations were looked through a prism which involved looking and seeing what best practice was happening elsewhere. And really I think there were kind of 4 objectives that came out of the work that was done, which actually these proposals actually were targeted at. The first thing was using culture to create the heart and soul of the town centre. The second thing that came out of our discussions was the idea of creating a lively town centre where people could participate, could meet, could interact and do things. And the third thing was creating a clear identity which differentiated Brentford High Street and Brentford Centre from other high streets which were also seen as distinctive. So it's looking to build a way of actually having a difference rather than just having another high street with Gap, with Starbucks and with the same shops and kind of environment as you might find elsewhere. And that's why they actually came, I think, to these 3 recommendations, which was firstly to relocate Watermans Arts Centre to new facilities in the heart of the town centre. I know this has been sort of on the agenda for a number of years, but certainly with the group we talked to felt that this would be goes a long way towards achieving those objectives of actually providing a focus, providing an environment where people could come and do things and there are actually activities going on, and actually give Brentford something that Hounslow hasn't got, Chiswick hasn't got, Richmond hasn't got, and so on, actually give it a point of distinction. Watermans really is quite unique almost in the whole of London. Certainly in West London, it's the only facility of its kind in Hounslow, in a large part of this area. And it provides facilities to, actually we have a phrase which is lots to do and something for everyone, and actually trying to build on that thought I think would be actually a very positive thing to do. The second idea that came out of all the consultation was to make water central to the redevelopment approach. I mean, it would be foolish to actually kind of somehow create something where the river and the water was, we turned our back on it and didn't actually make it the actual focus of the development. And the third thing, which in a sense only kicks in when you've achieved the first 2, was to actually resource a town centre arts manager, if you like, to deliver a programme of events in the high street, so that rather than just building things and hoping that everyone did their bit and sort of joined in, actually was someone responsible for creating events and actually making sure that whatever programmes happened were taken out to people, as well as actually people found excuses and reasons to come into the town centre. So those were really the 3 recommendations in the arts, leisure and culture sort of part of the consultation process.